Yes. Well, first of all, you did incredible with your statement of, I just want to help you feel better right now. I want to say something that will make you feel better. And you didn't. You didn't try to make her feel better. And with that, you actually did create the space to help her articulate what she was going through, and then ultimately she did feel better. But specifically, we do have 3 steps to how to validate people. When we validate someone, it actually settles their limbic brain and lets them know that they're seen and heard, which is what I believe what we all really need. And so,
yes, exactly.
Yeah, and what happens quickly when we don't validate someone is we end up kind of one-upping, or, oh, you think that's bad, you should have seen this, or, oh yeah, I know, that's what I'm going through right now. And ultimately the other person ends up feeling dismissed or not important, and that's not what we're going for, when all we're doing as the recipient is trying to fix their upset. And
Right.
the way to receive someone's upset is let them have it. And so the first thing was kind of what you were doing is letting them know that I hear you, that saying the words I hear you, or nodding your head, you can't do that on radio, and having eye contact so that they can visually see, and also audio, they can hear you acknowledging what they're going through in the moment. And then the second step is incredibly important, and that is to understand from their perspective why it is that they feel the way they're going through, or what they're going through. Doesn't mean that you're going to agree with them, but it does mean that you're going to kind of have some empathy, see from their perspective how come this is a challenging time for them, and let them know that. And you'll say something like, oh, I get that. That makes sense to me. Or I understand that. And when somebody can hear that, especially when they're in an emotional response, that's what allows that limbic part of our brain to settle. Because we're struggling to be able to understand how come we're having an emotional reaction. And then when somebody, another human being, can validate that, hey, it makes sense that you're upset right now because this is unknown. This COVID virus is completely unprecedented. You are on the front lines, Susan, and you're having to deal with childcare. Of course you're going to have some emotional reaction here. It makes sense.
Really, we want to avoid the whole, hey, come on, the sun will come out tomorrow. It's not that bad. You know, we don't have that many cases here in Alberta yet. We want to
Suck it up.
Right.
Come on.
Yeah, let's definitely not do that. But also, we just want to say, hey, everything that you are feeling right now is completely valid, and just allow yourself to feel it.
100%. And I love what the two of you are saying. One, Danaye, you were doing the lifting thing, and then was that Fuzzy? I can't recognize. Tyler. Thank you, Tyler. Tyler, when you're the suck it up, and beautiful that it came from you, a male, because that's how you were raised most likely. Like, oh, emotions aren't a big deal. Come on, no big deal. And yeah, that's the dismissing, and that's what actually perpetuates the upset, because it shuts the person down. But yesterday, when you were just like, you all ended up continuing to say to other callers, it's okay to feel whatever you're feeling. So well done, y'all. That was incredible on your show yesterday morning.
Well, thank you so much for chatting with us, and it's nice to, I guess, get validation from you, a therapist, that we're kind of helping people out in the right way.
Because let's be honest, Fuzzy, we barely know what the hell we're doing anyway. Let alone trying to help people with processing emotions.
And that's what you're doing. And that's what I appreciate so much, being able to just bring this step. I believe it's one of the key skills we need for our children, but it's also the key skill we need right now for all of our relationships, to be able to weather the storm of the unknown, because it's going to naturally bring up uncertainty and anxiety. And it's a very simple step. You don't have to fix anything. You don't have to shoulder their emotional response. You just have to hear them. And then from their perspective, does it make sense that they're having an upset? Let them know it makes sense. That's it.
It's funny to me that you say that you just need to hear them, because that's something that me and Chad used to get into a lot lot of fights about in the first few years that we were married. It's like she presented a problem and she just wanted to air it out there.
Yeah.
But my thought process is like, hey, you threw out a problem. Well, let's solve it. Let's
rescue her role.
Right, and that's my thought process. But I've since learned to just back off and just let it go.
Absolutely, and let her vent. I love hearing that. And yes, so many people jump in and they want to fix. We don't like seeing our people, our loved ones upset. And now you actually have a solid skill to not just back off, but to be present with her, ride the wave. And feelings only last 90 seconds. It's our thoughts that perpetuate that. 90 seconds.
Vanilla ice.
Oh.
Because in Ice Ice Baby, if you got a problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while my DJ revolves.
Oh,
Tanya's gonna start using that in her therapy.
that's right. Ice baby.
Amazing. Hey, Taunya, thank you so much for letting us know about that, and we'll direct people to your Instagram page where they can kind of learn a little bit more about this. You've got those kind of posted there, those links, right?
Yes, I do. I've got the links, and then I'll continue to post little snippets as to just exactly this. What can we do to be together to weather this storm in the unknown?
Amazing. Well, thank you so much, Taunya. You have a really good morning, and we'll keep in touch, okay? We'll chat soon.
You too. Y'all keep being amazing, please.
Aw, thank you. You take care.
Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.